Hey there everybody, welcome back to some more Beaver time. We're playing Timberborn, and yeah, it's nearly the end of that bad time that we left on the last episode. I haven't really done anything since the last episode, just been watching and waiting, keeping an eye on this water level. I've had to take some from the reserves and things. That one's getting pretty low now, but everything's going okay. No big catastrophes. I've just been watching as we're struggling to get enough production off just the wind power, I think, to actually build the more windmills. So that's, we've run out of planks here. Lots of logs, but no planks. In fact, I don't think there's any planks in the whole. No, there are 2 planks in the whole colony. So yeah, and I'm just excited to give this a proper go and watch it all drain out and hopefully have everything really nice and managed. So that's actually the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm just waiting. Oh, hey, we got some dandelions ready to pick. Is that pickable? They are. Are they picking them? Okay, where are they taking the dandelions? Because we need to. We've got a couple of beavers that need, well, 3 beavers that need curing. I don't remember if I built the herbalist, is it yet or not? But that's going to have to come. A fairly important thing, I guess. And that's it. The bad tide is over. Look at the lovely, fresh, clean water coming in. Let's just see how well this works, I guess. It's definitely working well over here. We're going to speed it up a little bit. I'm worried this one is going to end up being a little bit harder to clear just because of the corner. But this is going lovely. So we'll be able to open this up soon and start refilling this reservoir, which means bringing this back up to a proper height again as well, because we don't want anything overflowing. That's not going too bad. That looks good enough for me. Let's close this up now. And obviously that's going to rise on that side, and we can drop this one and allow that to refill properly. And I could always, it's always harder to see at night, but I could always allow some of this water through into here to help flush that out. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. To be honest, this water here, as this rises, is going to come out. I'll explain it in the morning because you can't see this, just like I can't see this. Right, so now we can see. So, that's nearly clear. That's almost good enough to let that flow through properly again, I think. Or we can check the contamination. 4%? I mean, is that good enough? That's definitely good enough there at 2%. So I think we'll drop that and raise this one. And we'll just let this come back up again a little bit, but not too much. There we go, that'll do. Oh, gosh. I've got it on fast, so that's not quite how I expected that to go. And then I have to remember where all these were set to make everything work nicely, I guess. Well, we'll see if that flows well or not pretty soon. But yeah, so this reservoir now, which is going to refill, it flows in here, and even, you know, when this one's flowing through and filling, it comes through here anyway. This side is looking rather low though, so I think we just need to let a little bit more water through here. It's just a bit of a waiting game and letting everything refill, I guess. Which it's doing. Slowly, but it's doing it. Let's have a look. I think it's mostly going down that way. That's 2.9, that's 3, that's 2.85. Maybe we set it 2.75. Just let this one fill up a little bit faster. What we really want is this flowing again. Right, the water wheels are spinning again. We should have power again, and that's you know, that's really important for getting things going. Just waiting for this to, you know, come up to full height, and then hopefully, I don't know, hopefully that keeps going. And I did find, I have built a herbalist, except, well, we're having a plank problem, aren't we? So, although we've got some dandelions ready to make whatever they make, where is it? It's paper, dandelion and berries to make some antidote for contaminated beavers. So that'll happen. We'll get there. Well, I can't believe it, but it's another bad tide. It's only been one cycle since the last one, and we've got to do it all over again. So I've done all my dams. Unfortunately, we're losing all of this water that we've stored up, which is probably the worst bit about it. And that can go that way, I guess. And it's taken me so long just to try and get all the water happy everywhere anyway. And now it's all gonna dry up again. So that's gonna slow down everything I do. Especially as, well, there's no wind again. And yeah, I'm working on a little project here, but let's just make sure this all is locked away nicely. Yeah, it does look like it's all correct. Can probably be fine. Yeah, it's dropped down enough. So yeah, that's going to be another cycle of just managing, or not another cycle, but another end of cycle managing the water again, because it won't be long until this is getting to be awkward. But yeah, in the meantime, what I have done is I have planted out some more fields over here. But you know, it's a lot of green land, I'm not using it, so let's get some bits planted. So we've gone for carrots because that's the easy one, really. Oh yeah, let's stop now, that's good. They're quite hardy and they don't need processing. We've got so much. Look at all this wheat. There's a lot of bread as well. Don't get me wrong. They're living off bread mostly. They do need to get it shifted places, because I'm not sure. Yeah, over here, food situation is a little bit problematic, so we might need to get some more haulers in on one end or other. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's plenty of bread there, so I'm not sure which side it is that the problem is. But yeah, we'll work out where they're not shifting the food fast enough as soon as possible, I guess. And I had started to build Any guesses? Yeah, it's a set of gravity batteries. And just about finished. Need to put these stairs back in so they finish them off. One of the beavers got stuck, so I thought I'd let them do what they could without that bit. Yeah, no, they do need the stairs to finish that one, so put that in, and hopefully no one gets stuck underneath them, and they'll finish these off, which will help somewhat. I have got one over here. I don't know if I've actually used it. Oh yeah, no, it's being used at the moment. That's cool. So I guess that's helping to keep everything going. What's like the supply? I don't know, maybe these are slow on how much they give out. I don't really know, but it was not too bad to build, so I thought I'd give it a go. And there it is. So I thought I'd build a whole load over here, and they work better up high apparently, according to the description, so that's where they are. Oh, look at that lovely water. Oh wow. So yeah, there's another round of water watching, I guess. Let's see if we can get through this. I'm not getting much progress done. I really wanted to either work on blocking this up, or maybe do some underwater farming over here. I haven't decided yet because I haven't managed to actually get anywhere other than trying to deal with production problems. What are we, 18 planks we're at now? So yeah, we've got problems with that, but we're working on it. Well, that's another bad tide all over and done with. I guess I'm just going to be stuck in like this production and power problem for a while longer, because it's not going anywhere, I can tell you that. Yeah, well, but we're struggling with gears now. So these still haven't been built. It's almost there, but it's taking a long time. Yeah, so everything is just sort of sitting and waiting again. But I mean, it'll get there eventually. Just put everything back to where it should be after the necessary changes for not having enough water. It's that the bad tide is now, you know, I get to treat it just like it was a drought, basically. And which is okay, but it's still a lot to do, and it still takes like 2 days to recover from it, which is, you know, annoying, I guess. Finally, these monstrosities are done. They're not pretty, I can tell you that, but they are holding a lot of power. That's 14,000 each. If we'll actually see them, you know, come into action, I guess that's going to be when during a drought or something, isn't it? But they're there. They're done. That was supposed to be my like little starter project, and it's taken forever. It's like we're nearly 2 cycles into this episode. But well, I mean, never mind. So we have got a worker shortage now, which is just great. The population is going up slowly, and I don't want it to go up too fast. That would be real bad. But we've got, you know, a lot going on, so they're going to be needing more beavers. More beavers, I think, means more food. Now, food situation is looking really good, but I want to try out this aquatic farming malarkey. So I've cleared out some space over here. This was covered in resources that just wasn't going to use, trees, bushes, things like that. And well, there's two parts to this plan. Firstly, we need to get rid of this slowly, at least, maybe, and then we need to look at, well, this, and it goes. You can just go in here, can it? I don't know. And then we can choose some. Some plants, yeah. So I'm gonna have a go at that, and we need to think about what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put. I've got one district crossing here. That's gonna be that, and we're gonna remove that there. So this top section will actually stay attached to the industrial district, and my plan is to use that connection to do this. So we'll probably get rid of some of this down here actually. And then I've got another crossing here ready, and we'll connect that up and get rid of this. And then so they can get in this way as well. And then at some point there is the plan to, you know, put a new dam in here and raise this up as well. So there's a few steps to this. And deciding exactly how to go about it is a problem. Because funnily enough, I don't think I can have underwater housing. Or can I? I mean, it says I can build it, but I'm assuming that they won't be particularly happy if it's underwater. That would. It will flood, and then they won't use it, yeah? I'm not wrong about that, am I? So it might just be best that I attach them sort of around here. I might go check whether they can have that. I don't know. It feels weird that they would, so I can't imagine you can. So I need to think about where the new dam is going in across here, and then base the housing around that, and the storage for the new food. Right, I think I've got a plan, and yeah, there's a lot of don't build this yet, but I think this is how it's gonna look. You have to use your imagination for the rest of the dam. This will be the only bit that I think this will be the only bit that I want to pass water through. Because we don't want to pass it. If we pass too much through, then it's just going to flood everywhere. So, yeah, I think that's the right amount, and I will work on building that up. But I want to make sure that that doesn't affect the resources. And this is all just planned out. I've got the beavers just putting in these bits. I wasn't going to pause all of those, and a few stairs, and hopefully they're going to start on this, yeah, and they'll store that in there. That I think probably has to be done before. Are they actually doing that? Are they? Yeah, I think they're working on that. Hard to tell. But yeah, I really need all of that cleared out before I build this anyway. And then of course we've got the space for the actual farmhouses. These are the farmhouses, or they will be, and they'll be completely flooded, I guess, but that's okay because that's what they do. And then, well, I presume that's what they do. I presume they're supposed to go under the water. I could be completely balmy here, but yeah. Well, I hope they're supposed to go under the water. Doesn't actually say, does it? Or is it supposed to go above the water? I might need to check that as well. Okay, I've just done some reading and this is a terrible idea. This is not how this works at all. Firstly, those can't be under the water, and second, this is way too deep. So this is not going to be my aquatic farm as I thought. If I'm going to have one, then it's going to have to be over here, I guess. Because, or right in the middle in this bit, because it needs to be, I think, shallow water is what I'm reading. Or that bit, maybe. This could be good, because I tend to try and keep this wet, but there's just going to be too much chaos to put that in there, I think. So, well, most of this, I mean, I've already done so much over here to get, I haven't done that much as far as actual building, but if I clear this, we could turn this into another area to be used, maybe. Yeah, I'm just thinking what could work, and that might work. Right, I've committed to it. I started building this bit. I'm making this deeper. Though I have to think about this. Maybe I'm going to move these slightly, and then they can carry on even with this getting deeper. Farmhouses are going here for now, and we'll see. Maybe there'll be more along here or something. We just need to clear all of this. It's going to take a bit, but yeah, I'm starting to build here. I thought, seeing as this doesn't have to be like too high, then if we use the old-fashioned dam pieces on the top, that should just make sure it doesn't get too high. And we'll just, I don't know, we'll just use this to get some water in, I guess. Although that's not going to be high enough, is it? So probably, yeah, I'm probably going to have to replace something here. I'm not sure what, but something. Oh, and yeah, there's another bad tide coming. I didn't prepare myself for that. I need to do everything, do all the gates. This is the third one in the row. This doesn't seem very fair, but there we go. That's just the game, I guess. And that one all the way up. Okay, hopefully that's enough and quick enough to do that. Just need to let this come down in the water level here, and then I can drop this. Might end up going that way if I'm not, you know, if it doesn't go quick enough. What we don't want is it going out over the top of there, so yeah, we might have to, oh no, there it goes. That looks like it's good enough. Just in time. Ooh, a little bit of splash. That should be alright. Yeah, I should have, I wasn't paying attention to when that one was starting. But that's alright. Yeah. It's all good. A little bit of flow there. Okay, well, it's a long one again. It's 7 days. Which is much, well, I'd say it's less than ideal. It's a lot less than ideal. So, we'll see. I think I might need to, you know, sort of see about blocking some of this off, because, you know, normally this doesn't get covered in bad water, but it does when we don't have enough flow coming this way. It sort of comes backwards, which is not what I really want either. Right, that's working, okay. Right, business as usual. Yeah, so this is all being worked on, and this is being cleared, that's being built. Well, this is maybe being cleared, I don't know. Not very fast, if it is. I guess because there's building to do, they're building before clearing. That's all I can think. And, oh yeah, I've got, I don't know, I didn't say, I've got these houses here. These can actually be as long as they're not, their front doors aren't in the water, then they're happy. They will happily have those partly in the water. I need to move this district centre now though. That's not going to be in the right place at all. Let's get rid of that. Because before I was thinking, oh, that'd be in the centre. Yeah, but now you want it more over that way a bit. Yeah, that's another bad tide over with. That better be the last one for now. Give me a drought. Just a normal drought, please. But well, this is going sort of going okay. We're just clearing all of this, and once all this is clear, then we can start thinking about getting some water in here, getting the farmhouses built, and then some housing and putting up the district centre properly and things like that. It's a lengthy process. You can say that. But I have I didn't even talk about it. I haven't moved. This one's still here, but I've added this here so this water level can be raised up all the way up to this, and then we can use that to flood this area. So that should be fine. This is nearly ready. It's getting very close to being finished, and then it'll just be a case of building the main pieces there. I've moved those up so they can carry on working on that. That's really just a background thing now. But let's see how we're doing with the pushing out the bad water. Not too bad, not ready yet though. And I'm guessing, yeah, we are. We're all out of water over here again, which is not good. No, it's the second time that's happened this time. It was a long, very long bad water, and that makes it quite hard to manage. We drop that one for now. I mean, it's so close to being able to just open the gates normally, and we can drop some of these a bit. Maybe? Is that going to help? I don't know if it'll help much. Or at least save some of the crops, maybe. Well, I didn't even mean for it to happen, and it has. Apparently, leaving those at 1.8 was enough to flood that. So, yeah, that happened. They are getting there with this building at last. Let's take away the water so we can see. I'm gonna remove all of this. Well, it was still temporary. It was always meant to be temporary, so let's just get rid of all of that. That one. I just need to make sure they go and pick all this up before we close that up, because that's what's going to happen here. It's all going to be sealed up, and then their only way across will be here, really. But that's not until this is actually its own district. They can build all this from that side, I think. Well, the only thing is I haven't really allowed for building this bit high enough. Well, we can probably work that. That's okay. And the problem is, I didn't see this happen because I was too busy paying attention to all the water over here again. Which I think is now sorted, but, you know. And I did see my gravity batteries were, like, down halfway. So they do work. Well, even with this not completely blocked off, it's started. Obviously that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to put in like some temporary platforms again, which is it's annoying. Although no, I don't need to. I can just go across the top here, actually, can't I? Right, they should be able to manage that. Oh, if we let them build that anyway. Someone will be along to do that, and this is all, it works already. Occasional bit of water getting out there. We don't really need the water going that way, so just got to try and find a way to make this make sense, because we don't really want this getting too high. Suppose we want the water going that way and not this way most of the time. I'll just have to try and keep an eye on it, I guess, and hope that it stays wet. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing I can do. Oh, that's too much water. Okay. Oh dear. That's a lot of water now. Right. It's always so tricky. But that has come up really fast, and it's not even it's not even finished. Wow, it's a whole new layer to the reservoir, which I wasn't planning on building today. To be quite honest, that was not on the plan. This was on the plan, even though it was over there. So let's get this done. And we're going to do these, and if we need more housing, we'll have to put in more housing. To be honest, I'm not really sure where the best place for the district centre to go is. We're going to have to connect these somehow. Maybe in there. So let's let them get that. Those are the basics. Then maybe we need some water pumps or something. Be good for them to have their own stuff. We could build a small raised area on top of here, maybe with some bits and pieces. But let's get the basics in, and we need storage and bits and pieces like that. And we've got loads more room for more farmhouses over this side. And that's, I think, yeah, these are perfect like this. So let's remove these paths here. Yeah. And maybe actually we should just have some. Because they do need to be able to get around. But I don't want to cut into too much farmland. It's the problem. I think, yeah, like that. We'll put some more stairs up that way. And we can path along the edge there. That's not bad. So, what are we going to grow? This takes 12 days, 8 days. So most of it I would like the 8-day stuff, I think. That there. That all in there. But we'll have some of this. How much of that do we want? Do that. Here we go. The farm is starting, or the aquatic farm is starting, I should say. I think a few more farmhouses. It's going to be in order here, isn't it? Not sure where exactly yet. Let's have a look. Maybe one there. One there. Oh, that one doesn't. Oh, we need the path in. Then maybe it will. Oh, it doesn't reach very far. does some of it. These are, of course, in the ideal places. Maybe we'll put some... Well, we'll see. That might just help enough. Then we need to do something with these crops. So, I don't know. This spadadoc. What? We've got to know. These don't. I don't think they can eat these. So, let's see what. Well, one of these, the cattail roots, needs to be milled, and it's wheat flour, cattail flour, wheat flour, maple syrup. No, okay, that's fine. What about the grill? Oh, the spadadoc needs to be grilled. Okay. So we need a grill and a mill and a bakery. Ah. So that's, well, there's a little bit of fun to be had there, because that means, of course, we've got to get some power. So let's focus on the storage and maybe put in a grilling. Or a grill or two. Can we get 2 grills in? That would be nice, wouldn't it? And I do think, we should get some, what do we call it? What's it called when you have one of those rooftop things as well? Two of those in. We can get that working. Is it too ambitious to say we should have the big ones? I think we should. I think we should have the huge ones like that. Well, I suppose it's more important that we have the grilled. Oh no, we'll put that and then the grilled stuff as well over here, and that's all we're gonna make those. So we'll get more grills in. Maybe we'll put in a campfire. We've got room for more housing over here if we need it. Let's have a campfire now. Let's do that. I really like the campfires. I think they're really fun. And I don't know if we need anything else. Oh, showers. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we need to think about that. As well, my thought was, housing wise, we will be putting this here. I'm not building that yet. And this here, or maybe there actually. And that one there. Okay. And then we can put some, I don't know, do we showers there? Probably. And where are the showers? Okay, that was all making some sense. We're still busy planting. Yeah, okay. There's obviously lots and lots of building to do. What are they doing? Are they going to build those houses even though they're not part of that district? Yes, they are. Okay, we'll ignore that. Well, I think it's been a kind of unusual episode, really, hasn't it? Three bad tides. Finally got a drought coming. Yay! Just what we need, another drought. But every cycle has to have something. The aquatic farm is up and running. It's not big enough, is it? I think I don't know. I feel like this should just be the one type, and I should have another section down here for. Yeah, this is but this is not ideal place. I mean, I think eventually I can fill in land, like that could come up, and yeah, that in the future maybe. But I think what I might do is just change this all so it's only this spadadoc stuff and not do the cattail. Especially considering I've gone nuts and put in 6 of these grills. And you know, that'll be one more food type, and then we can maybe expand down this way, like up to here or something, and put some more of the other one in, I guess, because yeah, otherwise we're getting quite close to that. We don't want to be anywhere near that. And I think maybe I'm letting too much water through here, but this does mean it does stay wet at least, and it should settle during a drought. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be enough for this episode. I have spent far too long waffling on about everything, but this place is huge, and I keep forgetting that I've like got this bit that I should be keeping an eye on, but it all seems to be looking after itself now. Even this. What I can't wait to do is get into this dynamite so I can start clearing some of these larger areas or taller areas I don't want tall. That'd be great. And I had even thought about maybe blasting a channel through here. Even better sort of solution for the bad water then. But we'll see. That's a long way off yet, I think. So from my modest little aquatic farm where the beavers swim with logs on their backs, and yeah, it's a funny little place. I'm gonna say bye and see you next time.